All right, guys. Welcome to our analysis in on February 1st. That is the year of Rooster. So today is our fifth day of the year of Rooster. So what does it mean in the East for this Chinese New Year in the stock market? What does it mean to the investors? And how do they think in the East about Donald Trump and stuff he's been talking about in our during the holidays in the Chinese New Year. So first of all, if you don't know that Donald Trump is being the president for only 2 weeks, and he has been like fulfilling his all his promises, such as building the Great Wall around Mexico and threatening China of currency manipulation, stuff like that. And currently, his newest, the most recent policy is about immigrants to set a great limitation on who will get into the land of the United States. So that backfires, and some of the closest people like Sally Yates, she publicly say something that is kind of against Donald Trump, and within I guess 2 hours, she is fired. So this again backfires in the stock market, as we can see in the U.S. index. So we can see this is sort of shortcut of how investors think of the U.S. economy and its currencies. So we talk about the trend is 100.7. So when the trend started, the trend will keep on going down until it hits a support, an important support. So the last chance is this. This is a shooting star with a dark candlestick, making a confirmation that is latest January 30th. That is the latest trend that we will know that U.S. index is doomed. So the next support should be around. If we can make a channel for this really accurate, this channel, the next support should be $98. So right now, we have to make sure, because of the Donald Trump things and backfire issues, so we have to really make sure that our portfolios will buy something that benefits from US dollar getting weaker and weaker. So one of the assets that we can buy is gold for sure, or gold stocks like Barrick Gold or gold ETF and futures, stuff like that. And also that we can also make sure that we may get a chance to buy some euro related assets, for example euro ETFs or just euro, because recently during the Chinese New Year there are news from New that the CPI and the GDP growth is really better than expected. So buying euro is not really a bad choice in the Chinese New Year. So how do they from the East think of Donald Trump right now? So to be honest, we're not surprised at all. In the East, we're not shocked, we're not surprised, because he's only doing what he's doing to do. I think the general feeling from the East and the East are generally the same. The worst case scenario is people asking, will he really fulfill all his weird and freaky promises that he said? Of course, I can't say that all his policies suck, but I would say that he will really make sure that his voice is loud and clear, that whatever promises he made, he will make sure it will happen. The more we think that they won't happen, or the more we question him, he will for sure make it loud and clear that his promises will be fulfilled. So from the East, that is no shocking at all. I think majority of the country will benefit from the weaker trend of US dollars, because for the renminbi and Hong Kong dollars, Malaysian dollars will get stronger and stronger. So during the holiday, our purchasing power from the East will be greater. So that really make the banks and insurance and housing properties companies, the stock price will be appreciate, because the currencies also appreciate. So that really makes the stock markets from the East pretty good. So you see, the Hang Seng right now is, as I said, is the fifth day of the year of Rooster. So as of today, only the Hong Kong, among all Chinese major index, only the Hong Kong and the Japanese Nikkei, these two indices are the only one that were opened today, and the other one that it wasn't open today, but it was opened yesterday is the Malaysian market. So for the Taiwan weighted index and the Shanghai, the most important index that the East, all the stock markets from the East will take reference of is the Shanghai index, will be opened on only until Friday. So what we see the trend from, let's say, the Nikkei, the Japanese stock market, see, and the Hang Seng index is doing pretty good. So we say that this is there is a Chinese New Year effect going on in the stock market. It's pretty accurate. If you leave me a comment, I can go into details of the figures. It's almost 70% accurate. So that means if day one is going up, the whole year there's a 70% chance that the whole year of Worcester will end up higher, end up closing higher than today. So it is pretty good reference that you can take. And also for the Hang Seng index, the gap hasn't filled. So whoever said that all the gaps should be filled, they are stupid like hell. So if you feel the trend is pretty weak. So technically, as we can say from the East, is pretty positive. So if you want to make sure that your portfolio, no matter you are buying the stocks from the East or West, you have to make sure you have the calendar on your hand. Thursday is the first day of Taiwan index opens, and Friday is the Shanghai index opens. So this is how we react to Donald Trump, what he's been doing during the holidays, and also the stock markets, how they behave in the East. So in conclusion, I think in the East side, majority of the index looks like pretty good right now, but we have to look at the market for Thursday and Friday. But in the middle, like Singapore and Malaysia, is pretty bad. But in the West, like for example, tonight, you can, today, okay, Nasdaq and Dow Jones they perform pretty good. Like, the index dropped, but the candlestick pattern was pretty good. So for today, if the stock markets close above, let's say Dow Jones index above 20,000, it will be a really good sign for you to buy. So in conclusion, you have to make sure that maybe you have to buy some gold and euro. That's kind of for sure. And then tonight, if U.S. stock market and Germany DAX is doing pretty good, you should buy some stocks from the West right now, today. So for the East side, if that is kind of highly correlated, so you have to look at the stock markets, I guess earliest Friday not until the Shanghai index reopens, then you can think of the global trend if not short term but mid to long term, let's say February to March, is a good chance to buy stocks. If not, gold and euro will be our best choice after the Chinese New Year. So this is a quick update of the Chinese New Year. Hopefully you can do some preparation and prepare what to buy, what to add into your portfolios. So right now we have taken profit of DAX index, and but Taiwan index was really good. So so let's see how the stock markets behave. Okay. So if you have any more questions, you can leave me the comments from below, and make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe our channel and our Facebook page, and I will see you later. And you can give me some comments of where what to educate or share with you guys, or what kind of stuff I can have some sharing and analysis on. Okay, so I will see you next time. Before that, good luck then. Goodbye.